Imagine lying in bed at 3 a.m., staring blankly at the ceiling, desperately wishing for your brain to shut down. Your heart is racing, your mind is spinning with endless worries, and the blue glow of your phone is the only light. We call this chronic insomnia, a modern plague that tortures millions of sleep-deprived people every single night. But here is a shocking evolutionary truth. Your prehistoric ancestors never suffered from this modern misery. To them, laying awake for hours staring into the darkness wondering why they couldn't sleep was biologically impossible. In the ancient world, sleep was not a chore. It was a natural, seamless transition dictated by the rhythms of the earth. Today, we announce the fascinating evolutionary science of why your ancestors slept like babies and how to fix your sleep. First, we must understand the Sentinel Hypothesis, a brilliant evolutionary theory that explains night waking. In a prehistoric tribe, sleeping in a deep, unbroken 8-hour coma was a highly dangerous death sentence. If everyone in the camp fell asleep at the exact same time, the tribe would be completely defenseless against predators. So, human evolution developed a clever safety mechanism: variations in our natural sleep-wake cycles, or chronotypes. Some members of the tribe were naturally early birds, waking up at dawn to guard the camp and gather resources. Others were night owls, staying awake until the early hours of the morning to keep watch while the others slept. When a night owl woke up or tossed and turned at 2 a.m., it wasn't a sleep disorder, it was a life-saving duty. They were the sentinels, scanning the dark perimeter for glowing eyes and crackling branches in the brush. If you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night, your brain is simply executing this ancient sentinel code. It is looking for danger, expecting you to scan the environment before safely returning to your slumber. But in our modern locked bedrooms, there are no predators, only the artificial anxiety of the clock ticking. The second major factor is the firelight shift, which completely redefined human nighttime behavior. Before the invention of artificial lighting, the setting sun was the ultimate signal for the body to wind down. As darkness blanketed the landscape, our ancestors gathered around a central campfire to share stories and heat. The warm, flickering orange light of the fire did not suppress melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep. In fact, the low-frequency wavelengths of firelight signal the pineal gland that the day is officially over. This firelight ritual allowed our ancestors to transition gently from high-alert hunting to deep relaxation. Today, however, we replace the gentle glow of the campfire with the harsh blue light of LED screens and light bulbs. This blue light mimics the high noon sun, tricking your brain into thinking it is time to hunt mammoths. Your brain suppresses melatonin, keeping you in a state of high cognitive alertness when you should be sleeping. The third evolutionary trigger for sleep is the natural thermal cycle of the environment. In the wild, the temperature drops significantly after the sun goes down, cooling the earth and the air. Our bodies evolved to sync with this temperature drop, lowering our core body temperature to initiate deep sleep. Your ancestors slept directly on the ground or on simple leaf beds exposed to the cool night breeze. This physical cooling of the skin is a powerful biological cue that triggers the onset of deep, restorative sleep. In contrast, modern humans live in climate-controlled houses with central heating and heavy, insulated blankets. We keep our bedrooms warm and static, preventing the natural core temperature drop our brains require. Your body struggles to shed heat, trapping you in a state of light, restless sleep, and frequent midnight awakenings. The fourth major difference lies in the contrast between physical drain and mental strain. Your prehistoric ancestors spent their days in constant, intense physical activity, walking miles and carrying heavy loads. By the time night fell, their muscles were physically exhausted, demanding deep sleep for tissue repair and recovery. Their minds, however, were relatively quiet, free from the constant barrage of digital notifications and complex worries. They suffered from physical fatigue, which naturally promotes deep sleep and rapid onset. Modern humans suffer from the exact opposite problem. We are physically stagnant but mentally overstimulated. We sit in chairs for 8 hours, staring at screens, absorbing an endless stream of stressful news and social comparisons. When you go to bed, your body is completely restless, while your mind is racing at 1,000,000 miles per hour. This cognitive overarousal is the primary driver of chronic insomnia, keeping your nervous system in fight or flight mode. The fifth evolutionary mismatch is the myth of the unbroken 8-hour sleep monolith. Modern society teaches us that we must sleep in one single, solid block of 8 hours every night. But historical and anthropological evidence shows that humans naturally practice segmented, or biphasic sleep. Your ancestors would sleep for 4 hours after dusk, wake up for an hour or two of quiet socializing, and sleep again. During this middle-of-the-night waking, they would stoke the fire, whisper stories, or simply contemplate in peace. They did not panic when they woke up at midnight. They accepted it as a normal, peaceful part of their rhythm. Today, if we wake up at 2 a.m., we immediately panic, checking the clock and calculating how tired we will be. This anxiety triggers a spike in cortisol, making it physically impossible to fall back asleep. By understanding these 5 evolutionary mismatches, we can begin to reclaim our natural, wild sleep. You do not need to sleep on the bare ground or abandon modern medicine to fix your circadian rhythm. Instead, you must consciously align your modern environment with your ancient biological programming. Start by dimming your lights after sunset, replacing blue screens with warm, amber lighting or simple candles. Lower your thermostat to 65 degrees Fahrenheit or lower before bed, allowing your core temperature to drop. Engage in daily physical exercise to ensure your body is as tired as your mind when night falls. If you wake up in the middle of the night, do not panic, look at the clock, or grab your phone. Instead, accept the waking as a natural sentinel moment. Write down your thoughts and let your brain relax. Your body already knows how to sleep. It has been perfecting the process for millions of years. Stop fighting your biology with blue screens, warm rooms, and constant cognitive anxiety. Remove the modern obstacles. Embrace the natural rhythms of light and temperature, and let your body drift off. You are the descendant of ultimate survival champions who slept peacefully under the stars. Reclaim your ancestral birthright, sync with the ancient pace, and finally get the rest you deserve. Your brain is waiting for the signals it evolved to receive. Turn down the lights, cool the room, put down the phone, and let the wild sleep take over. Trust the millions of years of evolutionary programming that run deep inside your DNA. Sleep is not something you force. It is a natural state you allow to happen. Stop fighting the night, embrace the darkness, and sleep like your ancestors did. Your ancestors understood that the night was a time for healing, connection, and deep biological recovery. By honoring the dark, they preserved their mental sanity and physical stamina for the hunts of the next day. We must reconnect with this sacred biological boundary, protecting our sleep from the demands of constant productivity. Let go of the day's stress. Trust the darkness to keep you safe, and breathe deeply in the cool air. Your ancient sentinels have guarded the camp for thousands of generations, so you can sleep in peace. Listen to the quiet rhythm of your breath, feel the support of the mattress beneath you, and let go. There are no predators in the shadows, no emergencies that cannot wait until the morning sun rises. Allow your body to sink into the heavy, restorative sleep that your DNA has prepared for you. Wake up refreshed, aligned with the earth, and ready to face the world with primal energy. Your journey back to wild, natural sleep begins tonight with a single conscious choice to unplug. Embrace the dark, cool your body, quiet your mind, and sleep strong. The stars are shining, the fire has died down to glowing embers, and the camp is quiet. It is time to close your eyes, trust your biology, and drift into the deep sleep of the ancients. Your brain is built to find peace in the dark. You only need to give it the space to do so. Do not let the screens steal your recovery. Protect your night like the valuable treasure it is. Sleep well, stay resilient, and always honor the ancient rhythm of the wild sleep. In the wild, your ancestors also experienced a natural seasonal shift in their daily sleep patterns. During the short days of winter, they slept longer, adapting their metabolism to the cold environment. In the long days of summer, they slept less, using the daylight hours to gather abundant resources. They did not force a rigid, artificial 8-hour schedule every single day of the year like we do. This natural flexibility kept their circadian rhythms highly adaptable and resilient to changes. By forcing our bodies to follow the exact same schedule year-round, we create chronic sleep fatigue. We must allow ourselves to rest more during the dark winter months to align with our biology. Listen to the seasonal needs of your body and adjust your rest to match the natural cycles. Anthropologists note that ancient tribal sleeping spots were always chosen based on wind protection and dry ground. They built simple windbreaks from branches and leaves to shield themselves from cold night drafts. This simple physical barrier kept the immediate sleeping microclimate warm and comfortable. Sleeping in groups also allowed them to share body heat during exceptionally cold winter nights. This collective warmth was a crucial factor for survival before the invention of heated homes. Our modern sleeping arrangements completely isolate us from this ancestral group protection. By sleeping alone in silent rooms, we increase our subconscious feelings of vulnerability. Reconnecting with natural warmth and group security can help ease deep-seated sleep anxiety.